People's Democratic Party (PDP) Board of Trustees on Wednesday said the President Bola Tinubu-led and Progressive Congress (APC) administration is insensitive to the plight of Nigerians. The PDP BOT said the increments in the pump price of fuel, electricity, tariff hike, telecommunication charges, and the worsening economic situation showed that Tinubu's administration was insensitive to Nigerians. In a communique issued at the end of its 79th BOT meeting in Abuja, the party charged Tinubu to discard its anti-people's policies and take steps to revamp the economy. BOT decries the insensitivity of the APC administration towards Nigerians as evident in unjustified multiple taxes and failure to stem the increase in the pump price of fuel, electricity tariffs, and communication charges, with crippling effects on the productive sector and an unbearable rise in cost of living in the country. The BOT insists that the APC administration lacks the required patriotism, competence, as well as the proficient, transparent, and innovative governance team to effectively manage the nation's abundant human and natural resources to benefit our citizens. I'd love to ask you quickly, do you agree with the PDP Board of Trustees that the President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has been insensitive to Nigerians?
Well, let's forget about the messenger and follow the message. It is true. It is true that by all anyhow you can look at it, the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been very, very if there's any word, was insensitive. It has been very, very insensitive to Nigerians. Not necessarily because their policies are harsh, but because they don't seem to be also feeling the heat of what their policies are making our people to go through. You have the fuel subsidy removed and subjecting people to buying fuel and transporting themselves at exorbitant prices. And meanwhile, people, of course, have to, in response to this hardship, how to adjust. We are not showing them. We are not showing them that you are also feeling the hardship with them by way of leadership, by example, and show that austerity, that is required of you as a leader, so that if people are made to go through this pain, let them see their president also not driving too much cars, not living large, not buying private jet and all of that,
having regular foreign trips.
So it is true that the government of this present administration has not been fair to Nigerians and has been sensitive. But again, too, the PDP that is saying it is also part of the problem.
I actually wanted to ask, would the PDP do better if they were given the opportunity to rule just as the APC-led administration?
Nigerians will not know until but if you judge them by the antecedent, I'm sure every Nigerian will tell you that the government of Olusegun Obasanjo, 1999 to 2007, Nigeria was far better. He also tell you that the government of Sheikh Musa Yar'Adua from 2007 to 2010, when we lost him, God bless his soul, it's far better than what we inherited under Buhari in 2015. And they will even tell you that the government of former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan it's like those are like the El Dorado days of Nigeria. You remember how things, because what it is the visible impact of governance that determine actually how the government is doing, not some imaginary or intangible assessment.
Okay.
It is how much things cost in the market for me today. What is the purchasing power of the money in my account today, if I compare it to yesterday? That actually is all about good governance. Good governance is not about telling me you want to prepare me for tomorrow when I don't know if I'll be alive till that tomorrow. You can make sure that my today is okay while planning for my tomorrow. So the APC government, I don't think there is any way you can compare what APC has given Nigeria from 2015 to this 2025. This is the 10th year of Nigeria expressing APC. We have suffered so much. Okay, but unfortunately the PDP and indeed all the other opposition parties, the political class appear to be indecisive and not bothered about the governance process and what Nigerians are suffering. Because the PDP today was APC yesterday, and APC today is PDP yesterday. So actually, there's no really, if not, it doesn't even matter the where you were yesterday, where you were before now. What is important if you're where you are now, you should be able to be identified with where you are right now. PDP has failed to identify themselves. That is why the precipient of this nature is coming from the BOT or the political, not the leadership of the party itself, the substantive leadership party being the NWC, because you have the NWC neck deep in APC government. In fact, there's even an allegation that the APC government is paying by the former presidential candidate of PDP Atiku, that the APC government pays the opposition party some amount of money, 50 million or so, to sustain them. So
they cannot come up
having Nigeria sliding into a one-party state. So the oppositions have not actually gotten it right. It's just that the BOT chair that said this, somebody that we respect, having been a Senate president in Nigeria, and also trying to be one of the voices of reason in the opposition PDP as it stands today. The PDP as a party, those who are leaders of thoughts in that party have not shown commitment to help change the situation in Nigeria.
Do you think this present administration would at all do it since May 29th, 2023 up till now? I don't know, the changes. Nigerians have complained more than they have praised the present administration. Do you think there will be changes, hoping for better days?
That's right.
The president, Bola Tinubu, has promised us that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. We should follow baby steps. Just like when babies are trying to walk, we should follow those steps and hope for better days. Even the Vice President Shetima has said the same thing. Are we supposed to keep waiting and be hopeful that it gets better after what we've experienced for this period of time?
This is January 2025. By May, that will be second. That's a half time of the administration. And remember when they removed the first subsidy, they told us in 1 year, look, this thing will start coming down. As a matter of fact, when they removed the subsidy, when under Buhari, we were buying fuel at 200 to 50. How they removed the subsidy, the thing went to 500. Nigerians were crying. From 500, it went to 700. Nigerians cried. After 8 months, it went to 800. After 9 months, it went to 900. Then it went to 1,000. It went to 1,002 and all of that. Now, we are going to gain, and what is the gain? It came down to 1,000 naira, 1,030 naira. That is the only gain. And before you know it, to cycle. So, okay, now what are the benefits? Have we had more lights now? Are we now having 24 hours electricity because of the gain from this subsidy? Are we, is that what we're having? Or is the price of gas, cooking gas, come down? Or transportation in Nigeria is now good? Or our roads are now far better now as it was before? Or what exactly? What do they have to show us that this is, you see this thing we told you for, that this suffering you suffer, this is the gain? Nothing. The price of things are there, they started coming down now. Cement is now 10,000 a bag. Everything you see going up. Bread will say announce another increase, maybe 3,000 a loaf. So everything is on the rise. It's on the rise. A flight ticket now is almost something beyond the hands of the average and middle class. So the roads are bad, so bad. So what exactly is of course, if you ask me, 2 years is a good time in the future. So today, 30th day of January 2025 should be a future to 29th day of May 2023. So and this is the future of 2023 that when Tinubu removed the subsidy and say, oh, don't worry, it will get better. This is the future of it, and things are even harsher than they were when they removed the subsidy. And there's no evidence that this say, okay, very soon they'll start producing petrol. Very soon NNPC will have refinery. Have we not had refinery? I will not see buying fuel at over 1,000 naira today. So what are the gains actually? So actually, and again to answer your question, if things will get better, of course, evidentially, if it doesn't seem that it will get better, I don't know if it will get better. But what would have pushed APC perhaps to have a rethink is if we have had a viral opposition that will make and match the APC government, foot to foot, in terms of providing Nigerians a viable alternative. Now look, we don't have to go through this suffering in another 4 years. The opposition or the opposition parties is doing that. They are more concerned in grabbing power in 2027 without fighting for the way that Nigerians will believe them, to make it difficult for the current administration to have a very easy ride in 2027. They have not shown any capacity in that regard. And one of the things they ought to be pushing for now is not issuing statements. They should be discussing about electoral reform, because there is a serious issue, a serious concern about our electoral
INEC actually, talking about the electoral reforms, INEC made a statement yesterday that they are working on implementing recommendations that has been sent to them over the 2023 elections that were conducted, and they are trying to implement those recommendations, because you and I saw what happened during the 2023 elections and how it turned out to be. So do you think if they come together to work on the electoral reforms, they will put it in place considering what happened in 2023?
And INEC has shown that it is not an agency that can be trusted by any Nigerian. By themselves, the INEC today has lost its credibility before the eyes of Nigeria. Known that no Nigerian, and Nigerians are most Nigerians are even no longer interested in the electoral system. So INEC, if yes, INEC it lies ill in the mouth of INEC to tell Nigerians what Nigerians should believe. Because as INEC that said, 2023 election, the result will be transmitted online. They made a huge noise about out of it. The same people that went to court and say, you don't actually have to post the results online. There is a glitch and not glitch and all of that. And then you now have to use a system that is capable of manipulation to give us the result that now declared as what has brought this government. Okay, and there's no. I think, given what the Supreme Court has interpreted, to mean that the electronic transmission of result directly from the polling unit to the website is an optional thing. By their own interpretation of the Electoral Act 2022 as it was framed by the lawmakers, I think there's need to go back to that Electoral Act now and amend it to make the transmission of result online electronically as the only means of collating results. If that is done, it will greatly reduce the. So it means now that any result declared not from the electoral, not electronically transmitted, will not be countenanced by the court. So that it will no longer be a matter of policy, but a matter of law. No longer a matter of INEC policy, but a matter of what the law has stipulated, that the INEC cannot declare a result except it is uploaded. And when after the conclusion of the election, if you want to count result, let's count it from the polling unit, so that everybody, the man in the Ndoni village.
Did we not count from the polling units in 2023?
Of course you did not. Now, you did not count from the polling unit as sourced directly or transmitted directly from the polling unit. What they did a kind of collation that was not transparent, as what happened in Edo State, where figures are capable of being inflated. So they come and give you and produce a sheet that in that sheet you see that what unit so and so about so and so in so and so village, this is what they got. But they were the one that
wrote it down themselves
based on their own calculation, which could be wrong. But if you have where everybody with your smartphone, you can go to the website and you see the result uploaded directly in real time from when the election was concluded immediately and simultaneously posted between a particular time, the results will be there. What you see is what I see. So if I calculate the 7 minutes from so-and-so word, this Mr. A, party A scored this, party B scored, it will still be the same in your own. Figures and facts will not lie. But when you don't see these results, all you just see or hear is that in so-and-so word, party A scores so-and-so, and then you are made to believe it because that's what the coalition agent or coalition officer has put pen down and mutilated. You see that the substratum or the fulcrum of every election is in the vote cast, the actual vote. That people that the election is nothing. It's not cast on. It's not something that is built on the castle. It's something physical. People coming together to make their choice, and then counting these choices in a way that will reflect actually the choices made and the majority by the majority of people. That is the essence of democracy. And until the opposition parties begin now, that we still have more than 2 years to the election
to start sorting that out.
Yes, we should have at least like a window of less than 1 year before the 2027 electoral process to begin. They will start now to push their members in the National Assembly to make sure that the electoral system, electoral law, the electoral act is amended in such a way that INEC will lack the right to discretion to choose whether to upload results or not.